Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Peter. In today's video I would like to introduce a new member to the DRS family called the FX DRS Tactical. It's based on a AR-15 design and I think it looks pretty cool. During the process of making this, the keywords from FX has been efficiency, ergonomics, and of course the precision that we all expect from FX. So that's what I'll try to test today, of course. I'll start out by going through the layout, the specifications, and after that I'll take it into the forest to test it in its right environment. Let's start out by talking about the layout of the gun. I'll talk about the barrel, the rail, the block, and the buttstock. But let's start out by talking about the barrel, because that's where the DRS range is pretty interesting. It has this over the barrel air cylinder, meaning that there are no bottles or nothing. All the air capacity is actually inside the barrel itself. And the plenum, it's right here. It looks like a magazine, but it is actually the plenum. The DRS Tactical comes with 3 different barrel lengths: 5, 6 and 700. The 5 and 600 has the STX Superior liner in it, and those are suited for shooting pellets or lighter slugs. The 700mm liner has the STX Superior Heavy liner, and that's more like a slug shooter. With the different barrel lengths there are also different air capacities. The 500 that I have right here has a capacity of 210 cc, where the 600 has a capacity of 260 cc. And if you have the long 700mm barrel, you'll have an air capacity of 310 cc. You can fill the air cylinder to 230 bar, but you can make an upgrade with this tube and get a carbon fiber one that allows you to fill the air cylinder to 250 bar. The DRS Tactical comes without a moderator, so you can fit any moderator you see fit. The one that I have fit on my Tactical right here is a Huma Model 40, and I think it does a pretty good job. You can also shoot it without the moderator, but I would say it's a bit loud without it. It's not like I have a lot of moderators available, but here I can show you how it looks with the standard M4 moderator. The barrel is fitted with a 1/2-inch UNF thread, so there's a wide selection of moderators that will fit the DRS Tactical. Now let's talk about the rail. It runs for almost the entire length of the gun, so you can mount all kinds of accessories if you see it fit. It's secured to the block by 4 screws from the top and 2 screws down here, so it makes it a very rigid design. There are some slots here on the side. I'm not entirely sure how you can mount it, but I imagine that you can mount torch, camera, or whatever you see fit. At the bottom it has an Arca Swiss rail, and if you have a Picatinny bipod, you can mount a Picatinny rail down here using the M-LOK slots that are located here at the bottom. But if you don't want to mount a Picatinny rail, you can always buy an adapter like this one from Saber Tactical. The optics that I've chosen for the gun is the immersive from Element Optics. And to be honest, I think it makes it look pretty cool. Now let's talk about the block. I already mentioned the plenum, so let's move on to the trigger. It is the 2-stage adjustable trigger, so you can move it back and forth so it fits your hands or your fingers completely. And speaking about the blade, it is a brand new design and it actually feels very good. The magazine looks like this. It holds 16 shots in 177, 14 shots in 22 and 16 in 25. It slides in right under the Picatinny rail, so you don't have to think about the magazine interfering with whatever you want to mount on your Picatinny rail. The side lever is the same style as you will find on other FX rifles, and it runs very smoothly. The regulator is the M2 that you find on all other FX rifles, and it's situated right in here. You do have to remove the top rail to access it, but we'll get into that later. The grip is the same that we saw on the FX Impact M4, and it has a very nice volume to it, so it fits right into the palm of your hand. The DRS Tactical comes without a buttstock and a buffer tube, so this means that you can mount any buttstock you like. I've mounted this one from Axe, and I think it's actually pretty cool, but I'll show you much more options later in the video. Here's a summary of what I've just been talking about. There's some additional info as well, so if you want to go into details, you can just pause the video. Now I'm in the forest and I'm all tacked up. It's time to find out what this gun is really all about. What is the purpose of this gun? Is it a plinker? Is it for PRS, or is it something in between? Plinking? I don't know. It sounds like shooting cans in the backyard, and PRS, that sounds like a competition thing, so you'll have to ask the PRS guys about that. So I would say it's something in between. Maybe advanced plinking? Anyway, I know I'm here to have some fun. Maybe advanced fun, you know, advanced fun, advanced gun. It sounded funny in my head before I said it, but anyway, let's go. For this one, I've decided to challenge myself. I've never done anything like this before, so it's gonna be quite challenging. I've decided to set up the target at 3 different distances, and I'm gonna shoot from 3 different positions. I've decided to change the optics from the immersive to the helix because I just might need a bit more magnification, and then I've attached this nifty sling, very tactical, here across my chest, and attached it to the Picatinny rail right here. So yeah, very excited to see how this goes. I've set up the first target at 28 meters. Hey! Nice one, 5 out of 5. Okay, I'm definitely not making it easy on myself here. And the next target is at, let's see, at 37 meters, and trying to hit the same target as the last one at 28. Yeah, 5 out of 5 again. Just a little update before shooting here on the last distance. Shooting this gun is so much fun, and I don't know if you can hear it, but there's a lot of wind out here, so it's really been a challenge so far, but it's been going pretty well, I think. For this last distance, I've set up the target at 50 meters, and I just want to celebrate some Danish tradition doing this, because in Denmark we have a tradition of drinking a lot of beer. Everybody but me, it seems. I don't like beer, so what do you do when you don't drink beer and there's beer all over? You shoot it! For this session I was shooting the JSB heavies, and I shot them at around 905 feet per second. I had the regulator at around 90 bar, and that gave me around 75 shots per fill. But remember, it finally arrived. If you install this carbon fiber air cylinder, it will allow you to fill the gun to 250 bar, and that would, in my situation, give me, I guess, around 90 shots per fill. Now I want to show you the power specifications of the gun. And if you look at the shot count for 177, you'll see that it's stated that it has 165 shots per fill if you shoot a 8.44 grain pellet at around 900 feet per second. And this just tells us that if you want to shoot something that's heavier and faster, it will give you a lower shot count. And because I know that many of you will be asking, here's the power specs for the sub 12 version. I'll not go into the tuning part of the gun quite yet, but in a not too distant future I will make a tuning video where I'll give you all the details. And if you don't want to miss that, be sure to hit that subscribe button right down there in the corner. When I first saw the gun, I did have some concerns, and one of them being that the DRS Tactical comes without a regulator gauge. But I did manage to tune the gun without one and still get a shot string like this one, so it is definitely possible without it. My next concern is about how to access the adjuster screws for the regulator and the hammer. You do need to remove some parts from the gun to access those, but having tuned the gun, it's not as much of a problem as I imagined, but on future models it would be nice to have them a bit more accessible. My last concern actually turned into a benefit. The DRS Tactical comes without the buffer tube and the buttstock, and I thought that was a bit strange to buy like half a gun, but here it goes. There are so many different options for a buttstock. You can choose one of the ones that I have here, or you can choose a folding buttstock. There are so many options, and if you want it to look like this neutral axe stock, or you want this Magpul, I believe this is a copy, but anyway, or you can choose this one. It's a crane stock. I mean, all of those benefits to the fact that you can personalize the gun. And because Christian from Arms Gallery in Copenhagen was kind enough to send me these, I'm able to show you at least the possibilities with the buttstock. But imagine that you could have a folding buttstock, remove the moderator, and maybe put it into your backpack and just march on into the woods. I would say that's a benefit. That brings us on to the conclusion of the gun, and using it for what I did yesterday in the forest, I had a blast of a time. So I would say from my part, it's definitely approved. So now it's just up to you to make up your mind what you think about the gun, and you are of course welcome to leave your comment in the comment section below. So that's all I had to say. I hope you enjoyed the video. So until next time, take care and shoot safe.